It's good to be with you, okay? And next of all, I didn't do anything intentionally whatsoever. I did everything I could to bring us together so we'd have more support and the public would get the needed help that's needed. We have so many different ways that we're helping the public with this piece of legislation. It's not that I don't think. I think that basically what would have happened, going from 300 to 400, there's going to be a glitch where people are going to go without unemployment checks for a while. 300 has kept us systematically and kept a smooth transition through there. Also, we did things with child tax credits that we've never done before, which I'm so proud of, because we're going to help families with children, lift children out of poverty. Also, Martha, this was a targeted piece of legislation. It was because people need the help, and we helped every scenario.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope all of you are having a great day so far. Here's what you need to know about your third stimulus check and the third stimulus package.
In half. Let me say it again. It's significant, historic. We'll cut child poverty in half. There's much more to this bill, but for now, let me make one final point. When I was elected, I said we were going to get the government out of the business of battling on Twitter and back in the business of delivering for the American people, of making a difference in their lives, giving everyone a chance, a fighting chance, of showing the American people that their government can work for them. And passing the American Rescue Plan will do that. And you know, it may sound strange, but a lot of senators and congressmen I want to thank, but I really want to thank the American people for making all this possible. You say, well, how did they make it possible? Well, quite frankly, without the overwhelming bipartisan support of the American people, this would not have happened. Your elected officials heard you. Overwhelming public support. Every public opinion poll shows overwhelming support for this plan. And for the last weeks, it's shown that. Every public opinion poll shows that people want this. They believe it's needed, and they believe it's urgent. Now this bill returns to the House of Representatives, which has done a great job from the beginning, where I hope it will find quick passage so it can be sent to my desk to be signed into law. By passing the American Rescue Plan, we'll have heeded the voice of the American people, not ignored their voices. By passing this plan, we would have delivered real, tangible results for the American people and their families. They'll be able to see and know and feel the change in their own lives. By passing this plan, we'll have proved that this government, this democracy, can still work. What has to be done? It'll improve people's lives. One more thing. The vast majority of economists, left, right, and center, from Wall Street to the private economic polling initiatives. The economists, as I said, left, right, and center, say, in addition to the needs the people have, we need this to grow the economy. That if we haven't spent this money and recreated the kind of incentive for people to be able to make a good living, that we'd be in real trouble. This will create millions of new jobs. It's estimated over 6 million new jobs by itself. Increase the gross domestic product by $1 trillion. Put our nation in a position to outcompete the rest of the world, because the rest of the world is moving, particularly China. And to know that as tough as this moment is, there are brighter days ahead. There really are. As I said before, it's never a good bet to bet against America. It's never been a good bet to bet against the American people. We are America. We're going to get there. We're going to remain the leading economy in the world and going to be the most successful economy in the world because of you, the American people. Thank you, and God bless you all. May God protect our troops. Thank you.
President Joe Biden there thanking the American people for expressing their support of this bill.
They're going to be good. I'm going to succeed. We're going to succeed moving forward. Look, The American people.
Senate Democrats passed the $1.9 trillion relief package on Saturday, and it's going to be sent back to the House for expected approval in the coming days. The party hopes to have the aid bill sent to Joe Biden's desk before unemployment aid expires on March 14th. Democrats had to make several last-minute changes to win support from all of their members, as they say the plan is needed to get the country through the end of the pandemic. Republicans oppose another major spending plan, contending the state of the economy does not warrant it. Now, the legislation includes direct payments of up to $1,400 to most Americans, a weekly boost to jobless benefits into September. It also puts new funding into the vaccine distribution, rental assistance, and there will also be $14 billion in payroll support for United States Airlines. Chuck Schumer said before the vote, "We will end this terrible plague and we will travel again and send our kids to school again and be together again. Our job right now is to help the country get from this stormy present to that hopeful future." Senators passed the bill through budget reconciliation, which is a process that required no Republican support but every Democratic vote. Senate Democratic leaders had to wrangle disparate voices, and a disagreement within the party stalled the process for about 12 hours on Friday. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia declined to back his party's proposal for unemployment aid, sending leaders scrambling to craft a compromise that could win his support and salvage the bill. Democrats settled on a plan to keep the current $300 per week jobless benefit boost in place through September 6th. The change, plus a separate Senate decision to limit the number of people receiving stimulus checks, risks the drawing ire of progressives in the House. Final passage of the bill followed a vote-a-rama, where senators considered dozens of amendments to the package. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said Saturday that the House plans to approve the Senate version of the bill on Tuesday. Democrats did not win any Republican support in the House last week when they passed similar legislation. But still, Speaker Pelosi held out hope for GOP support in a statement following the Senate's passage of the plan. Pelosi said the House now hopes to have a bipartisan vote on this life-saving legislation and urges Republicans to join us in recognition of the devastating reality of this economic crisis and the need for decisive action. Now, after Joe Biden signs this into law, he is expected to move forward with his economic recovery and infrastructure proposal. That's great news, everybody, for everyone listening to this video. And assuming the House bill is enacted without change, your filing status, or AGI, and number of dependents will be taken from your either 2019 or 2020 return. In fact, the application for SSI is also an application for other Social Security benefits. Social Security benefits may be paid to you and certain members of your family if you are insured, meaning you worked long enough and paid Social Security taxes. In most states, SSI recipients can also get help through Medicaid and get medical assistance. Hope you guys found this video useful and helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications.